Hey, it's Law from We Are Change, Colorado.
My name is William Dixon.
My name is Daniel Bland.
Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here.
My name is Sylvester Charleston.
My name is Michael.
Hi, my name is Gabriel Morgan Brown.
I'm from Harlem. I'm from Muscatine, Iowa.
I'm from Maryland.
I'm from London.
I'm originally from Newfoundland.
From North Jersey, West Milford.
I'm from Connecticut. I'm from Michigan.
From New Jersey.
I'm here from New York City.
Benton, Michigan.
My name is Chris. I'm from the Bronx.
My name is Brian. I'm from Denmark.
My name is Kevin Patton. I came from Los Angeles.
Ben Jocelyn. I'm from New York, Nassau County.
My name is Chaz. I'm from New York City.
My name is Dilku. I'm from around Poughkeepsie, New York.
My name is Jason Jaloski. I'm from Warren, Ohio.
Justin Cook. From New Haven, Connecticut.
Hi, my name is Lily, and I am with We Are Change, New York City.
My name is Zagradowski. I am from Brooklyn, New York.
Hey guys, I'm True Blue 911, down here from Kansas.
My name is Josh. I'm currently from DC.
My name is Nelson Delp. I'm from Reading, Pennsylvania.
My name is Steve Kling, and I'm from Lynchburg, Minnesota.
I'm Truth. I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
I'm Jared from Chicago.
And I'm here to support 9/11 Truth.
Here for the 9/11 Truth.
I want to know the truth about 911. What did our government really do to us?
I'm here for the 9/11 protests, the 10th anniversary. Hopefully to spread some truth to people.
And I'm down here to educate the public and ask for a new investigation.
This is my 4th time here this year. I'm not going to stop coming to ground zero until the truth about 9/11 is revealed.
I'm here for 9/11 Truth, but it's not just for 9/11 Truth. It's more to wake people up to what's going on.
You know, just exposes the truth. That's all that matters. People will find out eventually.
Be here for the 10-year anniversary of the government fucking up New York.
All brothers and sisters, people are not going to stand for tyranny and not stand for ignorance, which is bliss. You know what I'm saying? There are people here who donate a lot of time and effort, stand for what they feel and believe is right, and about the tyranny that's going on, not in our nation, on all nations, globally. We have guys here from Denmark, girls here from England, people here from Australia.
Down here at Ground Zero on the 10th anniversary. Down here waking people up, we're spreading the information, we're having a heck of a good time. 10 years has been way too long, and the good news is a hell of a lot of people are waking up, and a lot of people are actually being very receptive to the information that we're giving them, so that's a good sign. That's we're one step closer to getting to the truth and to getting a real investigation, and we're going to get it. Definitely.
So much going on in this world right now that's a direct result of 9/11, the wars, the debt, corruption, everything. So I'm just out here trying to talk to the people, try to see where they stand. I mean, we're having some great conversations with people. They're really more receptive to the information than I've seen in the past.
Things are a little different this year. There's a lot more security, and it's kind of like going to be the norm now. In the summer, when I first got here, guys, the M16s, troops in the streets, and then you have all of these fences cornering off all the areas to go through, probably designed to purposely make it confusing to people trying to organize, prevent organization. And I was wearing 9/11 was an inside job shirts. We were at the main entrance, being in. We got searched and everything, and they pulled us to the side. Now when they pulled us to the side, they told us we were going to be police escorted for our own safety because of the shirts we're wearing, which to me is not unfair, which is not fair to us, which is very unfair because we have freedom of expression. They said that was for our own safety. Now I asked them if I could waive that right, said I want to go in, I can take care of my own safety. They said you have no choice, there's no option to this. So they brought us down the street to I think it was Cedar and Broadway to the Brown Brothers Harriman building and detained us and told us we weren't allowed to leave until we put these shirts inside out. So we made that decision, we put them inside out, walked over here. The second we got back out in front of everyone, flipped them right over, came to join the crowd.
Yeah, please get off the sidewalk. It's not free to be here, and they put us in little isolation zones. You can't even protest anymore without having permits. And it's just sickening. This isn't America anymore, it's Nazi Germany. So I'm here trying to spread the truth. If we get the truth of 9/11 out, the wars will end, and all this bullshit will end along with it. We'll take our country back.
We lied to you about what happened on 9/11. We're still at war over this, and people are still dying, and we need to know the truth, and we need to remind people that we haven't been told the truth.
I'm here to expose the government complicity with either foreknowledge or participation in the 9/11 attacks, and hopefully when the truth comes out, we'll get our country back.
I'm a retired New York State Trooper, and I'm here to show support to
that we were told as Americans throughout the country and the world.
We travel here just to show our respect and be a part of the 9/11 Truth movement and let all the people know that it's not dead. The Europeans are waking up faster than you can think.
Just try to get out responses to people that don't understand what's going on, so we don't be criticized as crazy or judgmental or against the establishment or government. We're just out here trying to spread knowledge.
2011, 10 years after 9/11, I think it has impacted the world and impacted everybody here, obviously, and it's really been an awakening to many different people around the world. We're at war with more than 5 countries: Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq, which is complete lies, Yemen.
I joined the Army 3 months after 9/11 and served 8 months in Iraq from April to November of 2003. I'm in New York today standing with patriotic Americans, victims' family members, and many other responsible informed citizens that are calling for a criminal investigation into the collapse of 3 skyscrapers in Manhattan.
Anybody who paid attention to it, anybody who did any research would have seen that immediately afterwards, the Bush administration began acquiring more power, acquisition more power.
Can I leave you with one?
And it was important because Bush stonewalled an investigation for a single year. And if you even throw out all the conspiracies and everybody else's belief system, it'd still be enough room for questioning. It'd still be enough to indict Bush for at least the barest minimum would be criminal negligence.
You cannot make good decisions based on bad information. That's what the American public were given. Good people in the government tried to stop this attack and they weren't allowed to. People like Anthony Schaefer, Lieutenant Colonel in the Army. People like Sibel Edmonds, the FBI translator, who had a gag order on her. I mean, you look at all the good people in the government and the military who tried to stop the attack. It's atrocious.
9/11 is what woke me up, and I've been on a path ever since, basically, like just checking everything out and understanding what's going on. I'm from New Jersey. I knew a police officer who was the one who arrested the Mossad Israeli agent, which is why I feel very passionate about it, because I know something was wrong.
In 2005, I met a woman who was a 9/11 first responder, and she told me about her experiences of that day, and that she is absolutely 100% certain that she heard bombs, huge explosions, bringing down the South Tower in a matter of seconds. She was there, she heard it, and I get really aggravated when people try to say like, oh, she didn't really hear explosions, she heard, you know, the floors pancake. Like, she knows what she heard. She heard huge explosions, there's no doubt in her mind, and that's what woke me up.
I was here 7 in the morning, 9/11, until 12:30 in the afternoon after all the buildings fell, and I actually had to walk home to Brooklyn, and I actually feel like a lot more people should open up their eyes to what was going on, instead of just listening to what we're told.
Absolutely. And you heard explosions?
I did hear explosions. Before the buildings fell, I heard deep sounds, as far as like low bass sounds, low bass. So it wasn't actually a sound in my ear, but it was a sound in my body that I felt. So some people didn't hear it because it wasn't heard, it was felt. It was a low bass sound, and that day, not knowing what was going on, I can't say what it was that day, but I know it wasn't what they say it was.
A lot of unanswered questions, specifically with Building 7. We've been lied to, these wars are lies, and I'm just here to hopefully persuade more the average Americans to wake up to the truth and demand another investigation.
And, you know, talk to people who don't know, you know, talk to people who think that it was 2 planes in 2 buildings, you know, and not a 3rd building. You know, people who just don't know, you know, the things that was going on at the time.
Building 7, which collapsed at 5:20 p.m. that afternoon, straight down through the path of greatest resistance in under 7 seconds.
Building 7 didn't fall on its own. You know, this is, as we can see, this is Building 7 right here, and that's where the towers were across the street. It's pretty hard to believe that debris fell on this building and caused the fire to take it down to the ground.
The laws of physics make the manner in which those buildings came down. The 3 buildings, not 2. There's the Twin Towers plus World Trade Center 7, which has been rebuilt, and here's the new one. So just look into the physics, forget your politics, and just look into the scientific evidence of how the buildings came down, and that should get you on your way.
And when you think about the buildings, well, 3 buildings, not 2 buildings, Building 7, how did 2 planes knock 3 buildings down? Is that the new math curriculum they're teaching us? 2 equals 3? That doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't add up to physics either. The laws of physics do not lie, and Building 7 does not lie.
And it's just amazing that the public in America hasn't found out the truth as of yet.
Basically, all it takes is about an hour of your time on the internet and to find out about Building 7 or the Pentagon. Just that's all it takes, and you start, searching out this information, and you realize, well, wait a minute, what I'm reading here sounds more honest and more truthful than what I've been told by the media and my government. So it's time people wake up to that fact. Spend an hour on the internet, that's all it takes.
It's really just a matter of looking for yourself. We're not trying to get anybody to believe anything. We're trying to get people to look for themselves and make an informed, educated decision on what may have possibly transpired, what really did transpire. And the truth is, we don't know the truth because they've lied to us from day one.
These towers that used to be here, planes didn't knock them down, especially Tower 7, which wasn't hit by one. So what we're trying to do is trying to make people think critically about what may have brought down the towers, whether it be Islamofascists or maybe just good old-fashioned fascists. Like the Bush family has been involved with funding Nazis since there were Nazis, so I'm leading in that direction. My idea is that Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, Paul Wolfowitz, they had some ideas about what would let them go into the Middle East, what excuses they would need. They wrote about it. It's called the Project for a New American Century. They published it in the PNAC document. They basically said we're going to need a new Pearl Harbor. And so then about maybe 3 or 4 months later, they got their new Pearl Harbor, and we called it 9/11, and we say that we're going to never forget. But what are we going to really never forget? What have we already forgotten? That the Reichstag burned and Hitler went into Poland, that there's been false flags like the USS Liberty attack where Israel attacked and killed 100 American sailors because they wanted that false flag to get blamed on Egypt so that we would get pulled into that war. These things happen again and again until we actually remember that we're going to always fall for another trick. We're always going to be wagging the dog, and it's going to be, oh, we got to go into Libya now. Oh, we got to go into Somalia now. Oh, it's got to be World War IV. Everywhere you turn, it's going to have to be another invasion because those are bad, scary terrorists. But what are we actually watching happen in Libya is we're actually supporting Al-Qaeda so that they can take over somebody so that we can then stay there for a long time and fight Al-Qaeda while we get the oil out. It's always been about fossil fuels. It's always been about control and hegemony in the region. That's why they say, oh, stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. They're stabilizing their investment because these are the ExxonMobil motherfuckers.
We are not in a better place than we were 10 years ago. The economy's worse. We're in more wars than ever. Forget about Afghanistan, Iraq. We're taking covert actions in places like Syria, in places like Egypt. We're taking overt actions in places like Libya. Who gave us the authority? Please tell me. I don't know who did it. But these wars of aggression are not going to end. They're going to continue. And honestly, the only thing that's going to end these wars is 9/11 truth, is indictments on the true criminals of 9/11.
There's many unanswered questions, and people need to know that the truth and the seeking of the truth will not go away within the last 10 years. Our whole life is based on 9/11. It's going to still affect us for the next 90 years, and it's imperative for us to demand the truth of this horrible event to come out so we can finally get justice for all the victims and justice for all the horrible things that happened afterwards. And if the government wasn't hiding so much, we wouldn't be out here.
If someone in my family was murdered, I want the truth about why they were murdered, who did it, how they were able to accomplish it, and how to prevent somebody else from being murdered the same way in the future. So it's really important that when 3,000 people are murdered live on national television in front of the world, that we get to the bottom of that and make sure it doesn't happen again.
And hopefully one day we get people to actually question what has happened and we can hold somebody responsible, because as of right now, we're all believing a lie and no one's being held responsible for it, man.
So we the people need to investigate, and we the people need to know what's going on. And if the federal government's covering it up, then how's our tax dollars working? I'm a constitutionalist, I'm an American at heart. I love this country too damn much, and I don't want to see it go to hell. And we gotta stop this tyranny. And it's you, me, and that's how we're going to save this country.
Investigate. Just do what I did. First day this happened 10 years ago, I knew it was a conspiracy, and I went and I investigated, and I've been investigating ever since.
Over 6,000 of my fellow service members died over these lies, and untold numbers of Iraqis and Afghans, many women, innocent women and children, have been collateral damage of these lies. So do the right thing, please. Do your own research and demand justice for the crimes of September 11, 2001.
Now's the time more than ever to get involved, folks. Just because it's 10 years later, it's not like it didn't happen. Our entire foreign and domestic policy is still based on the official lie of 9/11.
And I just want to thank you guys for coming out here and being Americans and expressing yourselves. You know, because this is our American right to come out of here and just talk about how we feel. Freedom of speech, basically. It's something Americans don't use anymore.
New York City for 911truth.com, NYC for 911truth.com. Gives you all the information about traveling to New York City. We're going to be doing it next year on the 11th anniversary. We want you to be there as well. No, it's early, but we want to make it the biggest and baddest event ever. Hope to see you there.
10 years, no justice, 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 no justice, no justice, no justice, no justice.
It was 9/11, 2001. One American airline was hijacked by man. Flying a Manhattan World Trade them bomb. Them also bomb all the Pentagon. It was a devastating situation to see people lost their generation in the World Trade plane bomb.